Hi everybody, Nancy here. This morning I posted this image over on the other channel, and this afternoon I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I created that. And I'm going to do it, not the exact same picture. Oops. I'm going to do a different picture. Let me show you one similar to this, where it looks like the tear is got the mouse. The image of the mouse has been torn, and you can see what's behind it. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. And you notice, first of all, you notice that the shadow is causing it to be in the wrong place. The shadow's in the wrong place, and I want to show you guys how to fix that. Because it shows the shadow on the left side and the bottom, and that messes you up. So we're going to try to get rid of that in this video. I just want to move all this business, delete it. And we're going to start from scratch. That's the image I'm going to pull in from Penguin. If I go to Penguin, go out to the internet, and go to the website, pngwing.com, I searched for torn hole, and the first time I got it with the transparency on the inside and the outside. The one I chose was that because I thought I needed to, but it doesn't make any difference. Because of the way I finally figured out how to do it the best way, it's not going to matter. So I go ahead and I download that. I already have, so I'm not going to anymore. Open up Zoom Notes. Go to pull from the iCloud. And that top one is that image. And that's it right there. Okay. Now, I don't need but one, but that's okay. I want to move that out of the way. I got too much stuff. I'm too zoomed out, I guess, or in. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is take an ink pen, or one of these pens, and go inside that image and completely fill that image. But when I do it, first of all, let me go ahead and say this right here. I've done this video several times, mainly because I keep, for some reason, saying the word symbol instead of shape. So if I do that, no, I'm not using symbols at all here. I'm using shapes. So if I accidentally say the word symbol, I don't mean it. I mean shape. But right now, I want to go around the inside edge of that hole. And you notice when I do that, I'm covering up the shadows on the inside. And that's what gives it depth. So I wish I didn't have to do that, but I do in order to get the picture that's going to go behind it the right size and the right shape. But I'm very carefully going around the outside edge first, and then I'll fill in the middle. Make the pen bigger. It doesn't matter. It sort of doesn't matter what pen you're using. It just needs to be not a watercolor or color pencil. Those have texture to them that you don't need here. All right. So now I have a pen drawing. And I need to grab it all, not just the middle that I just did. Let me just move that. Delete those little pieces. Now I want to Again, move those out of the way. I want to select that pen drawing, do a copy, and then I'm going to paste as image. So I'm clicking on paste as image. Now it just got bigger, but it's still the same shape, so that's good. Now I see a couple of holes. Hopefully that won't matter. All right. The next thing I need to do is find the outside boundary shape, because what I need is a shape. I don't need an image, but to do this step, I have to have an image. So I go to shape properties, shape operations, click on find boundary shape, and it just did it. All right. And it's interesting. It put those little, see where I left the holes? It put white. Hopefully that won't matter too much. Probably shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. We'll know where those white spots come from when I do this again, or when I do the picture. So now I'm going to take this right here. The reason I wanted to get the outside boundary or a shape rather than have an image is because an image, when you select it, I gotta select it, and then you do the you want to do a grab. No, I keep hitting the outside edge. Do a grab. See, it takes the outside shape of the image rather than the actual shape of the image, and that's what I want. So I'm going to just go ahead and do copy. That's not for anything. So now I'm going to select this, the shape, and do the same exact thing. Now I'm going to choose my grab tool. And for you, if you're not familiar with that, you're new here. I have it down on my bottom toolbar, but if you click on the double tools over on the left side, and again, I've got my toolbar down at the bottom. Yours might be at the top. So I just clicked on the tools, and the grab tool is under image tools. It's the second from the bottom at the very far right. Grab tool. That's what I'm using. So I'll select it, and see, it created the exact shape that I wanted to fill the hole with. All right. If I had done it with a rectangle or something else, you would be able to see on the outside edge, because even though, no, I'm doing too many things at once. See, even though it appears as though the outside surrounding area is gray, it's not. It's transparent. So again, I'm select the shape, do grab. Now I take that grab masking thing or whatever, and I take it over here to this other image, whatever you want to be behind the window or the hole, and then tap off and do copy. Now if I double tap, I'll get that exact thing that will fit exactly. Now it's a little bit bigger because you remember sometimes whenever you paste as image, it stretches it. So I just need to make it fit. This probably wasn't the best image to use because you're not going to be able to see the shadows. Shoot. Well, we'll give it a go. But see how it appears to be on top. There's no depth to it. So what I need to do now with that same thing here, the same shape that I created with the drop shadow, I'm going to use that next, but I'm going to first create another shape that's the exact right size for the outside edge of the picture. And then I'm going to take this shape and put it on top of, ooh, hard to see, on top of the hole. And that's just for placement. I want to be able to see where it's going to go. Nothing's happened yet. Now I want to be able to select just those two shapes. The outside one that goes around the outside of the picture, and the one that is the shape of the hole. So I'm going to go to the filter and turn on filter, enable type filtering, and I'm going to choose shapes. So now when I drag across the two, I'll get just the shape, not the image beneath it. Okay, now right now, the outside, the big square is on top. I know that only because I created it last. You can't tell by looking at it, but I know that I created it last, so I know that it's on top. Well, I need to move that to the back. I tried to get away with doing it the other way, and it will not let you, which I guess is good. That way it knows what to subtract. So I'm going to send that to the back, move to back. All right, and then select both of them again. And then I'm going to go back to the selection menu and do subtract under shape operations. Perfect. Love it when it works. Now I can move this back on top. Well, you can kind of sort of see it, but it's not the best. See the shadow that I just created? I'm putting it right over the hole, and it kind of gives it depth. I love Zoom Notes. I love Zoom Notes. I could play all day long. I do play all day long. Now, the reason that I did the outside shape like I did it was, to make it as big as the picture. If you don't do that, that right there has a drop shadow, and that drop shadow shows up where you don't want it to if you don't do it right. See, like on this one, let me move over. He's got little machinery in his belly. If I zoom in on this, you can see the shadows on the two that I created. Zoom in, zoom in. See them? It's hard, I know, but you can barely see. But it's caused because there's a shadow there. Oops. Undo link. If I had made the outside border bigger, then I would not have it cutting across the middle of the book. But I was learning as I went, so I figured out, okay, that's what's causing that. And that way I didn't do it for the little mouse in the woods with his little mechanical belly. All right, anyway, that's how you do it. I promise you, if you ever try to do this again, you're going to be glad I did this video. I know I'm going to be glad. Probably tomorrow I'm going to be glad. There's not that many steps, but it took me hours to figure those steps out. And and because I've tried every step possible to do it, I will remember all those things. Because I tried taking it into transparency and deleting out the middle, and that didn't help because then when I tried to fill it with anyway, this is the way to do it, all right? Okay, y'all have a great day here. Bye.